All right. Hello, hello, everybody. This is Friday coffee and chat with Dane, your host. Um, I I'm sorry it was later today than usual. It was a busy day. I'm not having coffee. It's a rock star, but it tastes good nonetheless. I feel like I don't know coffee. I can't drink at night. Warm drinks I can't normally drink at night. But how is everybody today? Um, I had the funniest thing happen. Uh, Wearing a mask. I don't know if anybody has had this. Gemma's on. Hey, hey. Kelly, Jeremy, Isabel's on. Coffee time. Kelly, Elizabeth is on. Charlene's on. Hey, hey. Yeah. So I was I was wearing a mask, as one does these days, and I don't know if anybody has anyone sneezed in a mask. I don't know how it's been this long, and I haven't encountered this, but I sneezed in the mask, um, and I wasn't even thinking I was doing other stuff, and so I sneezed, and I still went to like cover my nose and whatnot. It wasn't like messy or anything, but it was very uncomfortable because then I started because I have allergies, and so I started getting like not panicky, but yeah, it was it was a bit of an ordeal. I don't know. Has anybody else had funny mask occurrences that way? Um, Ate your mask in the process, Charlene says. Yeah, I definitely, I felt, you know what it was is after sneezing a few times and kind of like hyperventilating, I almost felt like I felt like I was being waterboarded. Yeah, but I couldn't believe that it took that long. I'm kind of baffled that we've been wearing masks for what six months now ish, um, and I haven't sneezed yet in the mask. To me that's weird. I feel like maybe my sneeze quota is down, but that makes no sense because, like I said, the allergies in the morning and at night, it just it gets sneezy. Lilu's on. Hey, hey, hey. From a different part of the world every time. Lauren's on. Happy Friday. Um, yeah. So I think that's the only weird mask occurrence. Other than I saw someone at the supermarket the other day, and now I haven't seen this person since probably high school or close thereafter, and so I was wearing my mask again, and in line she looks up and she's like, "Hey," and I thought, maybe I dropped something. I was like, I was like, "Hey," and I'm kind of waiting to have it's me, and then so she did say her name. I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay, yeah." And then the funny thing with Facebook is, I know that she's got kids at home and whatnot. So it's like you see somebody you haven't seen in years, and it's like, yeah, I still kind of know like a lot of what's going on in your life, as creepy as that sounds. Um, Marguerite says, "Hi from Australia." It is. What time is it in Australia? It's actually. You know what? It's morning in Australia. I think, isn't it? It's got to be. It's got to be morning. I think it's morning. It's morning-ish. So technically, I wasn't late for one person on this chat. I'm actually probably a little early. Hmm. Um, Lilu's still up. What time is it in London? it's ahead. Is it 9 hours? 8 hours? 9 hours? I'm so bad with the time. I'm bad with the time zones even in Canada. Um, I always have to check it. 10:30 a.m. Yeah, so I'm early. So this is the first live stream that I've been early. uh, it's 2 a.m. Okay, all right. Well, that's not too late, but maybe if I talk slowly and quietly enough, it will just lull you into a boring slumber. Beth Graham, hey hey, how goes? Um, yeah, so nobody else has nobody's put on any funny. Lilu, when you go in, like, do you wear a mask at your spot? Because you've got the storefront, right? Um, yeah, I don't know what are the laws in or not laws, but what are the guidelines like in London? And Marguerite, what are they like in Australia? I haven't kept up on that. That's for sure. Um, I'm pretty sure either way it's the weekend. It is the weekend. That is true. So we can start things late. Um, but yeah, I'd be curious to know if okay, you're so you've got some yeah that's I mean that to be in like massive caps. Sorry, I had my caps lock on, but it was very important that I tell you guys that I was still here. Um, okay, so Marguerite, where you are, am I saying that right? Your name, Marguerite. Where you are, it's pretty much normal. You're in an area that's isolated. I guess that's awesome. I I was talking about it with Mike. We were in the studio, um, and working on new songs, by the way. And when we were talking about it, and I a couple times kind of went to say, when things go back to normal, and I don't know. I don't know that normal is going to be a thing for a while, and I know that everybody keeps using that phrase like the new norm, uh, but it definitely feels like that's what it's going to be for a little while. Um, but yeah, to cheers from Newfoundland. Hey Neil, what's happening? Um, Sophia's on. Uh, yeah, Mike and I were working on some tunes the other day, and B will be going in to lay his magic once we get stuff down. But it felt good. It was funny. Mike and I were in masks the whole time, but it's crazy how I that's the longest that I've actually been in a mask for one time because we went I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and we definitely did lots of chatting. Um, but yeah, we were in masks the whole time, and it didn't really bother me. Mike's place was nicely air conditioned or whatnot, so it was nice and cool. So that definitely helps. Um, so that is one thing that I would say if you're somebody that's got to wear a mask all day, even a fan can make a big difference. Um, and and yeah, so anyways, we were working on new tunes, and it's crazy how you can it's been a while since I've sat like we've done Skype, right, or not Skype, but like FaceTime writing sessions and stuff, and gone through stuff that way, but we haven't really been in the studio. I was talking to Mike about it. I was like, I don't think I've been here since before COVID hit. Um, So it was nice. We kind of picked up where we left off, and we always have a good time chatting when we're doing stuff. So it's like what would maybe take us an hour to get through normally takes us about two or three, just because we get chatting. You see us on the live streams. You know we can get chatting pretty heavy. Um, yes, new music for sure. Charlene says, "Can I play or sing something? Sing you a song?" I actually don't have my acoustic with me. Like I said, today was a busy day, but I will definitely be rocking more tunes on Sunday's live stream for sure. Um, the only thing that I could sing would be uh, let me let me let me try and think of something. Um, hmm. Hmm. It's a tough one. You put me on the spot. I'm gonna acapella. I'm gonna try and go with. I've been watching old TV shows recently, so maybe whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. There's your familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere it's hard. It's so hard. Hand to hold on to. That's about all I got. A cappella, yeah. But yes, yeah, we definitely need to get that to you. We didn't want to go through this immense amount of downtime not playing shows and not throw something at you guys for it. We've all been writing a lot, and so that's kind of the cool thing is when we're sitting there going through stuff. It's we always have kind of the yes pile and the definitely yes, like now yes pile, and then the maybe pile or we'll finish it later. I don't think we've ever had any no's. I don't think any of us have thrown any songs out there um, that we didn't say, at least, yeah, like we can massage that. Um, but yeah, there was enough awesome ideas. I think it was wicked because I think the last one to send in my my pitches for what I thought was good enough to throw to the guys. But Mike and B both sent stuff over, and it's crazy. You expect songwriting to be a tedious process at times, and I haven't found that with this project for sure. It's been nice, but how about a live stream? A live stream. Well, we definitely, Marguerite. If you come on Sundays, we normally have we play tunes, and Wednesday nights normally we'll do something, or B will rock out some looping stuff on his bass, and some keys and whatnot. But we are trying to get together again for a live stream all together, so that so we can get music. I love playing. Don't get me wrong, but I it's a treat when I get to play with. I took it for granted, like I think a lot of musicians did, because I've never in my life been in a situation where I couldn't go and just play with other musicians, and especially since being in Dead Set and then Tense Machine. I've never had a moment where if we wanted to get together and jam songs out, or we were mostly playing or on the road, or we were practicing. So yeah, it definitely is something that I'm looking forward to. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. Of course, we'll give you some lead up time to prepare for that one. We won't just throw it at you so that you think it's just another live stream. Um, yes, definitely concert. Uh, and not to say that we wouldn't do something not acoustic as well. That just it takes more production, it takes more time, and honestly, right now it would take a little bit more setting up, and it would be harder to do that socially distancing than it would for us to throw down something acoustic. Um, Anywho, it is about that time, and the rock star is only doing so much. So my tiredness is hitting. But thank you guys so much for chiming in and coming on and sharing some chat with me. So yeah, if you take anything from tonight, new music, and don't sneeze in your masks if you can avoid it. Well, I guess don't sneeze outside of your masks. That kind of defeats the purpose. So sneeze in your mask. Sorry, I take that back. Don't listen to anything that I say. Just be weary. You may need to carry some tissues. Tissues might be a good thing if you're not a tissue carrier. Um, we're going rogue here in Florida. Our governor just lifted the capacity restrictions. Wow. Okay. Um, yeah, it's a good thing, but it's also that's scary. It's like things opening up again right now with everything. Yeah, but I do like the sound of things opening up again. But anyways, make sure if you haven't, find us on YouTube, Spotify. Remember to like, follow, and keep an eye out for when we throw these live streams up. We always do our Sundays at 6, and your Wednesday night grooves typically around 8 9, and Eastern Standard Time. And Fridays, as you can see, they bounce back and forth. But it is always a pleasure to have you guys on and chat with you for a few minutes. Anyways, if you have any questions, you know where to find us. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night. Crickety crickets, always cricketing.